behind them, if they could.
Of course they can.
Squish with the equipment. Welcome to the 6 o'clock tour. Everybody seems to be here. I'm going to pass these around. Could everybody take one? I think we have one extra person, so someone may have to share, if that's okay. This gives a little bit of information about what we're going to be talking about. I will be talking about this information and speaking about it, but this gives a little bit extra. And there will be some time to read some of these paragraphs on the inside, but the light out here is actually better, so I thought that I may give it to you now. I'll give you a second to have a look over that. Has everybody had a chance just to have a quick look? There will be some time to look in some more detail. Fantastic. Then just a few health and safety requirements. Where we're going, it's quite dark. Please watch your feet. I'd hate for someone to fall over and hurt themselves. Secondly, please refrain from touching anything. Things may be slightly radioactive and I would hate for a lawsuit. Also, mobile phones should be switched off and smoking is not permitted. Okay, is everybody ready? Then we'll go through. Could the last person through, please? Ooh. Close the door behind them. Thank you very much. Do come through. Everyone gather together just over here. Then we'll begin. Thank you very much. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me! No. There's no smoking in here. It's health and safety, and I have a tour with me. Do you understand? Never mind, I'll get behind time. So we'll begin. No! No, no. Stop. Now, I'd be grateful if you could go away. Please. Leave. Thank you. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so if you could all gather together just here, then I will begin. And there'll be, well, there may be some time for questions at the end. Okay, I will begin. On the 26th of April, 1986, there was an explosion at Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Workers had been attempting to run a series of experiments to test the efficiency of the plant. Unfortunately, due to lack of worker training and the failure of the control rods, the fusion process, usually used to generate energy, could not be controlled and the heat could not be cooled, resulting in a small explosion and many smaller fires. The accident occurred in the early hours of the morning and affected many residents in nearby areas, particularly that of a town called Pripyat, and for these residents there was a successful evacuation procedure put in place immediately, and as a result, there were very few fatalities. Now, if I could draw your attention to this table, you'll see the kinds of belongings that were left behind. Please feel free to come and have a look, but please refrain from touching anything. Do come further forward. Give you a second to look at those. Now, I talk about the evacuation process and I glide over it a little, but this is because relocating 30,000 nearby residents in such a short space of...
50,000.
Excuse me?
50,000.
I'm wondering how our guest got in here.
I walk.
Yes, but how did you get past the gate?
I walk.
Only people with a pass can get past security.
I walk.
Well, thank you for that enlightening interpretation of my question, but we're not here to be entertained by your jokes. Where was I? Yes, there was a lack of official media statements given by the USSR. At the time, it seemed like something was being hidden. If we also consider that it was Swedish radiation devices that detected the problem, one might conclude that the USSR was concealing the disaster so that it could not be used as political ammunition during the Cold War. Indeed, the Soviet Union maintained that the reason behind this lack of information was so that Western media sources could not corrupt the data. In actual fact, Western media sources were trying to obtain the truth, and the USSR was making this very difficult. Western countries were concerned about the welfare of Ukrainian citizens and wanted to help, but were not being permitted access. Let's move on. Over here, you'll find some authentic Ukrainian newspapers from after the disaster. I'll give you a second to have a look at those. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what that poster is doing there.
Oh, it's Voskres. Voskres, Easter, Voskres.
Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is a poster of the Easter celebrations at the time of the disaster.
No. Voskres now.
We have a thriving tourist industry here near the plant and in the nearby town of Pripyat.
Pripyat.
Excuse me.
Pripyat. 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 Pripyat.
Yes, well, we all say it differently.
No. Pripyat.
People come from all around to visit the place. And in this respect, the tourist industry is still bringing in revenue for the local people, which is, of course, always a good thing.
Look, there's nothing. We have no money here. Look.
People still live in the nearby area. Usually elderly residents who have ties to the place. These people do not live in the danger zone, but in the villages surrounding. And some told the police take their village to see these people. Local attractions include the feeding of the catfish, visiting the sarcophagus at the power plant from a safe distance, of course, and visiting Pripyat,
Good, Pripyat, yes.
where you can see iconic images in person, from the abandoned swimming pool to the abandoned Ferris wheel that is so often photographed.
Local attractions include this plant, old lights, and TV that doesn't work. Not feeding fish.
Smoking is not permitted inside this building. Please be respectful, if not of your own health, but that of our other visitors, as smoking is bad for you.
Health. Why worry about health? And why come here?
As the tourism industry proves, it is quite safe to be here, as long as the relevant safety precautions are taken. People even live in the surrounding area. There really isn't anything to worry about.
But why? Look. There's nothing, huh? There's nothing.
There is plenty to see. This is one of the few places on Earth where people can experience a post-apocalyptic environment in person.
Please, continue.
Tour guides bring people here often and make sure they're carrying the correct safety equipment with them so they can be warned of any higher than normal levels of radiation. These are called Geiger counters, just like the one I'm carrying with me today. This means that visitors can have almost unrestricted access to the town of Pripyat.
Good, Pripyat. Good.
And whilst I think we'll all agree that our guest is amusing, we are not here to be entertained by the local people. Go away. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Can you tell me what that sound is? Huh? The sound. The sound.
Sound is light. It's a generator. Generator. Light.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, there really isn't anything to worry
Don't
about.
worry, no, she worries. She worries. No worry.
A positive aspect of this landscape, as you are lucky enough to witness today, if you'll come this way, please, is the wildlife. We have a great range of biodiversity here inside the zone, particularly at its best in spring, which is why you've chosen a great time to come and visit. Our very own Dr. Sergei Gashchak has released a paper showing that because of a lack of human activity, wildlife can thrive here inside the zone. If you look just here, you'll see that Dr. Gashchak's theory is correct and proven in the life of this plant. It's dead. Yes, but I'm talking about biodiversity, which means a range of life.
Not here. Look. Dead. Living. Dead. Sort of living. Dead. Living. Dead. Living.
Discrepancies, ladies and gentlemen, can be found everywhere, but I must urge you to remember that the most correct scientific judgment occurs from the scientists. Now, if we have all finished our concerns, I'd like to move on. He's local. If everybody could come this way, I'll draw your attention to some medical documents. Now, these were left behind after the disaster, and there is, of course, some controversy about this, and some people believe that patient confidentiality is being compromised. However, these are incredibly old. Please go and have a look. I'll give you a couple of seconds to do so. Excuse me? Excuse me, woman! That woman! Yes. Can you tell me what the smoke is? The smoke. It wasn't here before. Was it? The smoke. The smoke.
It's all place. Don't worry. Things happen. All place. Things happen. You grab all balls.
I think it's horns. Never mind. Now, as you're all aware, there are many significant risks involved when working or being close to radioactive areas, such as this. However, it is considered safe for people
Not safe.
such as yourselves to be located in the zone between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. every day. It is considered safe for people to be in surrounding areas such as Pripyat for periods of 3 to 14 days at a time, and then people leave to ensure that they are all safe.
Look,
So you can see you are all quite safe.
Dead.
Workers usually spend no longer than 2 weeks in the zone before leaving to ensure that they are safe.
Don't listen. She lies. She lies.
So you can see you're all quite safe from the danger of radiation.
Why safe? What safe?
Well, modern science has a fairly good estimate of the risks.
Lots of people dying. Lots of people ill. People ill, people dying. Not safe. But who's helping? Huh? Who's helping? You're not safe. Go, please go. You're not safe. Please go.
Well,
go.
if it's so unsafe, then why are you here? Well, if it's as unsafe and as dangerous as you are saying, then why are you here?
Well, this area is my home.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, it is safe enough to live in the surrounding area. Therefore, you are all quite out of harm's way.
Not safe, but I not leave my home.
Well, you're going to have to when the arch is put in. Which brings me to the next part of my tour. Please come this way and have a look at the plans.
No.
I put up here some plans of the arch that is being built to cover reactor number 4. This plant is being built by the Novaka company and will cover the existing radiation still being emitted from the plant. This is the great clean-up project of the Chernobyl disaster, and the lives and health of countless people are relying on this arch to make the area safe.
Please, don't listen, please. We don't want. We don't need. Please, don't listen, please.
Scientists agree that this is the best way of minimizing risk to future generations.
Arch? Ukraine cannot afford.
Well, yes. Yes, it is expensive. The whole endeavour costing around 1.54 billion euros.
We can't afford.
But this is a small price to put on human life.
Don't listen to her. She lies. Please don't listen.
The arch will contain the radiation. It will be the new icon of Chernobyl, being able to be seen from space.
No icon. No. Tower is icon. Arch, it cover icon. Arch cover here. Tower is icon. Arch. We don't want here. We can't afford. We don't want. Please, it can't happen. Please, don't listen. Please, you don't listen. Don't listen, please. She lied. Please, don't listen.
If you could all turn to the back of your leaflets, the second paragraph tells you a little bit more about exactly what was happening actually at the moment in Chernobyl. Just across from here.
Woman! You, woman!
Excuse me?
Woman! What this mean? What this mean?
That says construction site.
What mean?
Well, the area we're actually standing on will be demolished to make way for the construction site.
Please, don't listen. No! Where disaster? Here. Where is?
We mentioned the disaster in the first paragraph.
Where?
Here.
Where disaster?
We don't use the word disaster.
Listen, see? No word disaster. What about this? This is future. This is arch future. We don't want.
We're trying to focus on the positives.
No. But you put lipstick on pig. Wait, it's English proper. We don't want, okay? No disaster. What about us? What about our path? What about this?
Arch will make things safer, so that tourist income can increase.
We don't want. We don't need. Please don't listen. Just go. Please. You're not safe here. Go, please.
As I was saying, this area will actually be demolished to make way for the construction site for the... Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're nearing the end of our tour. If we move over towards the exit, I'll check on the whereabouts of our coaches. Please come past quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we should probably wait outside. We need to get out of this area. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. If everyone could leave. Safely.